chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. This narcissist that was involved in your life deliberately wanted to leave you with no closure, depressed, lovesick, feeling in limbo. They wanted to confuse you. And this is the reason why they broke it off or discarded you without a clear reason. But the truth is in the detail of why they chose to go for a discard. Okay? It's not what your natural inclination is telling you it's about. Okay? A lot of you don't see this. Okay? A lot of you think you see them with someone new. It might even be someone, it's still a new supply, but it might be like a back burner supply. They might go back to someone who they was with previously. They might go off and get married, go off and have children, and you think that they're happy now, they're settling down. And you have to understand there was certain things within the dynamics of your relationship which the narcissist wasn't satisfied with. And it's not to do with the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, your ethics, your morals. It's not to do with that, alright? It's to do with control. And the natural thing that starts to happen with the chosen one, empath and genuine soul, is obviously you're at an all-time potent supply source. During the beginning, throughout the middle, you're a potent supply source, but you start to you don't realize it's happening, but you become less tolerant to the abuse that you're going through, because a lot of the abuse is going over your head. Many of you woke up to narcissistic abuse after the experience with the narcissist. Like, when you think of yourself back in the relationship, you certainly probably didn't know as much as you know now. Okay, unless you woke up to narcissistic abuse and got back involved with them, but that's sort of like falling back to sleep. So still, you wouldn't know as much as you know now. And really, the truth in the detail is they wanted to gain control over your heart, mind, and soul. And their way of doing that is pushing you away. Okay, they demand more from you. Okay, you can never give a narcissist enough. And this is what it lies down to. They want to push you away so they can get more from you. And sometimes it actually works. Alright, it actually, this plan they have to discard you, to push you away, to monkey branch, to do all this, it actually works. It does put you in the mind state for a brief period of time, where you're ready to change. You're ready to change and be the person they want you to be. Okay, you're feeling bad for the things you've done. And the thing is, what happens is the narcissist overplays their hand. And I know some of you are not, you might not understand what I mean by the narcissist overplaying the hand, but they push you away so far and they go in the opposite direction that they let it play out too long. This going cold, this cold approach, not cold approach, because people use that in dating terms, but like this cold, yeah, I could say it, this cold approach towards you, this horrible stance they're having towards you, this total disregard. They let it play out too long. And I know some of you are in the midst of this at the moment, but you'll see that by you getting on with your life, which is the main thing you should take from this experience, is getting on with your life without them, realizing that you've been blessed with your freedom. Someone put it in the comment section before. They said, oh, you should stop saying discarded, you should say released. And I thought, yeah, that's a good point. But I say discard so you understand what I mean. But really, it's like you've been released and set free. And the quicker that you realize that, that's when the narcissist, will become desperate and want your attention back on them. So they overplay their hand by pushing you away, by being cold, by disregarding you, by going off on their own life. Look, they're going off on their own life. Okay, you got to understand, they're going off in their own life. These new supplies ain't going to satisfy them in the same way that you did. 100%, they're not going to do it. If you're an authentic, genuine soul, I'm not saying you're perfect, but you're an authentic, genuine soul, a chosen one, an empath. No supply is ever going to satisfy them to the level that you did. All right, and their new supply relationships are going to be with their new supplies is going to be a mess. Okay, but they're still nonetheless so-called inverted commas getting on with their life. Please like, share, and subscribe. They're still getting on with their life, and this is what you need to do. All right, I'm not telling you the difference is, I'm not telling you to go out there and meet new people and start getting into relationships again and all of that. Like that's it's the total opposite what I'm going to advise you to do. I advise you to take some time out away from relationships. Take your time out, really take your time out, okay? Because honestly, another natural inclination of yours, just like I was discussing earlier about how you feel like it's your fault, or you're willing to change, or you're willing to appease the narcissist. Your natural inclination is also going to be like tit for tat, like because you see them going off with new supplies, getting married, having children, doing all this stuff. You think that that's the best answer for you, is to rush off into a new relationship, and it's just not. All right. Like someone put in the comment section, and I can't remember exactly what they said, and I can't remember who said it, but they said something along the lines of Zion, no, the narcissist has gone back with someone who they used to know. They've gone back with someone who they used to know. They're settling down now, and this is the impression that the narcissist wants to leave on you. Okay, it's all part of the plan. This is all a strategic plan to push you away. All right, it's to push you away, and it actually works. It's like a fuel injection of supply. When they do this, they get supply in another form from you. All right, not all of you. Some of you, like when the narcissist discards you, you go cold, you cut them off, you go stoic, and I rate you for that. But a lot of you that will be cut off by a narcissist, you and I understand you doing this. It's a natural thing. You become desperate. You become like clingy. You chase after them, and this is exactly what they want. So it's about them converting your supply, and this is the truth in the detail about why they do it. They convert your supply source to make you someone who's an external supply now, someone who's not directly in their life, but is still providing them huge amounts of supply. And that's why you've just got to understand that you're going in the opposite direction. What you got to embrace, and I know some of you don't believe in God or whatnot, right? And whether you look at this as the universe, God, karma, whatever, you have to understand that this is divine. The encounter between you and this narcissist involved in your life is why it felt like such a strong bond, and you may feel lovesick and depressed now because they're gone. It is good versus evil coming together, and it does have an incredible impact on both the narcissist and yourself. But it is a divine process, the separation, the ending. Okay, and I want you to trust me on this. You are at your lowest when they discard you, but I want you to see through the veil. You can see it. There's details there in the patterns of their behavior. They're not, as much as it can dupe you into believing that the fault's you, or you're not good enough or whatever. Like, you can see that they're not sincere in the way that they don't give you a clear reason why they break it off. It might be raging, it might be an argument, it might be like this, but they don't give you a clear, valid reason. All right, and one of the main reasons that they do that as well is so they can creep back into your life in the future. Okay, and you might be saying, no, Zion, they're not going to do that. I'm telling you now, you might have been 6 months out, a year out, 2 years out. I'm telling you, I've heard of narcissists coming back after significant periods of time. Not just one person, a lot of people. I've seen it in the comments section. Narcissists pop back up after long periods of time. And I'm not telling you to wait on them to do that. But I'm telling you, by the time that time comes, you're going to be so healed and on with your own life, possibly in a new relationship with someone healthy, or maybe not in a new relationship, and you're just healing, right? And you're getting on with your life, or focused on your business or your career or your children or whatever. And they're going to pop back up and you're going to be sickened by it. I promise you, they're going to do this, right? And the only reason why they won't pop back up in the future is because they analyze from a distance, all right? And they maybe watch your social media and they see that you are content, you are getting on with your life, you are happy, and they'll just watch you from a distance. They'll just spy on you from a distance. But they'll gain enough data from their spying to see that you're not gonna accept them back into your life, or the way that you handled the situation at the ending when they discarded you. They might have realized that they've lost you for good, all right? And that's sometimes the reason why they might not pop back up. But a lot of the times they will pop back up in one way, shape, or form, okay? Please put it in the comment section if the narcissist has. I know some of you don't like to comment, but if you do like to comment, of course, put it in the comment section and share your experience if you want to. Like, that is, of course, like when the narcissist has popped back up in your life, like, and it might not be something like them calling you directly saying hello, like, but it could be that. It might be them saying hi, how are you? It might be some fake profiles. It might be crank calls. I've been seeing that in the comment section recently from several different people about they were getting crank calls from the narcissist and things like that. So put that in the comment section, because this will give some insight to those that are not necessarily there yet. And together, collectively, as a group of authentic souls, you can share your experiences and learn from each other. Each of these experiences that each of you have been through, you can all learn from each other. Okay, I learn from your experiences. I learn when I do one-to-one sessions with people. I learn from people's experience. We're always learning. Okay, you can learn from the comment section as well, from people's experience, right? So understand this is a deliberate sabotage of them breaking it off of you without a clear reason. It's to leave you lovesick, it's to leave you depressed, it's to leave you in limbo, it's to leave you confused. And you've got to try and do everything in your power to not be in that state, okay? Like, I've spoken to people that have been discarded, right? And the thing is, okay, they can see it. They can see it from the jump. And this is what I'm trying to incorporate in you. They can see that the narcissist is not sincere. And they're actually, like, in the last few exchanges with the narcissist involved in the life, they're saying, oh, like, so you're serious then? So say this then. Or, or they'll say something like, okay, say it's over. And the narcissist won't say it's over. Okay, or the narcissist, this is what I'm saying, they're weak, little decrepit souls, right? They don't tell you this stuff because it's an agenda. You don't realize at the time when they're trying to give these mixed messages and stuff, you don't realize at the time that this is a huge agenda and they're already planning to go on with someone new and try and live a more fruitful life. Like, they're already planning that, but they want to keep you around to give them supply, and they want to hurt you. And they want to convert your supply source and punish you for you showing resilience throughout the relationship, for you not being a doormat, for you having backbone, for you standing up for yourself, okay? And you might not realize how much you stood up for yourself or you had resilience. You might not actually realize how much you actually did have resilience, and how... That's what I mean. Like, they'll go on with new suppliers that possibly let them walk all over them, right? And even a toxic even a toxic person they meet in the future could still be a doormat, all right? Like, they'll let the narcissist walk all over them because they've got no ethics or morals, and they don't really give a shit about the narcissist, to be honest. They don't really care, okay? And they're not in it, like, they're not in it sincerely. So they'll let the narcissist, like, talk to other people, or do all these things that you wouldn't have necessarily done, you see. But when the narcissist gets that with the new supply, they realize that what you offered was more valuable. Your morals, your ethics, your decency, your support, your love, your care, your generosity, your kindness was so much more meaningful to them for a potent supply source. Okay? And their only hope, and this is the thing, this is why, like I was discussing in a few segments ago, like, they overplay their hand with this discard. Okay, that's what I want you to understand. They overplay their hand. Remember that when they go silent on you, they ghost you, they abandon you, it's a reverse Hoover. All right, it's to bait you to start reaching out, to start making you chase after them. That's why they're pulling away. They're going cold. Okay, there's actually, if you do your own research, there's a lot of toxic channels that actually tell, non-narcissistic channels, right? Just dating channels and stuff. I've seen them pop up. Okay, they actually tell people to go cold on their partner to get more from them. And narcissists will, this is something of interest to narcissists. It's not something that you would do, right? You don't turn cold to people unless, like, the only reason why you're going to turn cold to people is obviously if they've been rude, or, you know, ignorant, or, you know, they've been abusive. That's the only reason why you're going to turn cold to someone. But, like, this is a strategic plan that they do. They'll turn cold, they'll push you away, they'll try and make you chase after them, they try to make you desperate, they try to do all this, right? And I want you to understand, all of you that have chased after them, or you have persisted, or you have tried to bridge that gap and try and reconcile or try and meet up, like, I promise you that the narcissist is actually going to be so pissed that they didn't take you up on that offering and didn't come back into your life at that time. And I believe it's God, okay, that did not, like, or the universe that did not will it to happen, okay, for a reason. Although it's hurtful, when you tried to reach out and you tried to reconcile, you tried to make peace, and it didn't work out, and you were frustrated and you were confused and you're thinking, but why, but why, but why, but why? It actually works out in your favor and in your benefit, okay? It actually works out in your favor and in your benefit. I promise you, it really, really does. So you have to understand that the narcissist discards you without clear reason, but the truth's in the detail, and I want you all to see the truth in the detail with these parasites. I want you to see the truth in the detail. You can see they're not sincere, all right? Genuine breakups, genuine things people say to each other, you know, everything they've told you the reasons were mixed messages. Everything they told you the reasons was devaluation. Everything, it's not sincere, it's not real, all right? They're not authentic, they're not real, okay? They can't even keep it real with their partner without cheating and stuff like that. Like, they're not sincere, okay? They're not sincere, all right? So the reasons that they did give you, even if they gave you any reasons, they're not clear, valid reasons, okay? Enough to give you closure, enough for you to have to think. So you have to look deeper into your situation, into your experience that you've been through, to see that it's just a load of BS, all right? And I know you're it can be in an emotional state now. I know some of you might be past this point, but many of you might be in an emotional state now and you can't see it. But if you look close enough, you'll see signs that they wasn't sincere, all right? And they're not even 100% behind this monkey branch or jumping to a new supply. The main reason for them cheating or monkey branching is actually to wind you up, is actually to push you away and try and bait you to chase them and make you needy and make you desperate, okay? They're trying to punish you. This could also be because of narcissistic injuries you inflicted throughout the relationship. They want to get revenge for that, okay? So please embrace all of the things I said today in today's video and understand, they want you in this limbo, They want you feeling like no closure. You find your closure by looking at the detail. The truth is in the detail of your experience. Look it, study it, reflect on it. Okay? You'll see. They just wanted complete control over your life, and they realized that they couldn't get complete control over your life by having you around them. They realized it, that pushing you away is something that could possibly give them it could possibly give them the means to take control over your life. And it does for a period of time, and that's why I'm saying they overplay their hand. You're gonna go on and heal. You're gonna go on and find better in life. You're gonna go on and do better in life. You're gonna go on, like, it's gonna happen for you. Okay, I'm not just telling you sweet words. You're gonna go on and do better in life, and this discard you've gone through is actually gonna be the best thing ever that happened to you. All right, I'm telling you. I'm laughing, but I'm telling you, you're gonna actually celebrate this discard. All right, you're gonna be so thankful. You'll feel like initially, and maybe sometime in the future, the date of the discard will haunt you, or the last time you spoke to them will haunt you. But you'll get past that. You'll forget these days. You'll forget the date that they even discarded you. You'll forget the date that the last time you spoke to them. Like, all of that goes away. They don't forget that stuff. They store that stuff in their minds, right? Trust me, I'm telling you. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organisation or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.